whatever. So there's the record, it's on. And I'd like to thank you guys officially. Thank you so much if you're just jumping on for coming to this training tonight. It's just exclusively for our team. I just thought it would be really great to just touch base with people. And it doesn't matter if you're brand new to Plexus or if you've been with Plexus as long as I have or longer, doesn't matter. This information will be valuable to you as we're launching this week. Yay! It's hard to believe that it's actually here, but for those of you who are brand new, just let me spell out for you what it means. For a company to launch into a new country, there's a lot of jigs and reels, a lot of T's to cross and I's to dot if it's done properly. Companies do enter countries kind of prematurely sometimes, and it doesn't always work out so well for them to stay. They're not always welcome to stay for very long. So we know that Plexus, as usual, has done it right, and Health Canada has natural health numbers for our products, which is fabulous. So that means that they each sport their own number, and we have bragging rights to the fact that they've been widely accepted into our country, and we can really start to talk about the health benefits a little bit more. Now, on Wednesday, we are going to be privy in our virtual offices to our success kits. And in those success kits, there are going to be product cards. And the reason I'm smiling so big is when I joined 2 years ago, by mistake, they sent me a US one. And so I got the product cards in my very first success kit. So all the stuff that we were allowed to say in the US, I had on those cards. So when I started talking about Plexus, I literally took the information off of those cards and was posting it online, which I shouldn't have been doing because it wasn't very compliant. But it was what was in my success kit. And that was the training that I used to get started, that in YouTube. So just hang tight, okay? Sorry. So we're going to have those product cards, and we're going to know exactly what's compliant. This is the beautiful part of them because it's all right there. So do you know what the really exciting thing is? And might want to start planting seeds now on your wall about this, is that we're going to be able to talk about things like IBS and anxiety. Like, guys, this is so huge. And pain and inflammation.
Inflammation.
Yeah. It's so crazy. It sounds like, yeah, well, of course we should be able to, but we can't claim to cure or prevent any illness. So when I say that you can start to plant seeds, I just mean like you could talk about IBS just as itself. I did a little post about that today. I just started to sort of plant seeds. One thing I would encourage you to do, just because Facebook has changed the algorithm, and there are a few little things that will make Facebook not want to promote your post and not let it go any further in the newsfeed. A couple of those things would be this. If you use salesy graphics or pictures of the products by themselves, not with your pink drink beside you on the table, but pictures of like an actual graphic where you would Google search vital biome and then copy and paste the image into your post. Avoid doing that. The other thing is, and if you want to check out my post after, you can. The other thing that you could do, I'm just going to mute everybody, not to be rude, but just so your families can continue to do their thing. Okay. The other thing you can do is when you're posting about an article, just post the article, like take some of those little emojis that go like this and say, there's a great article in the comments, and then point along your screen. And then in the comment section, put the article. Okay, so if that's how you're planting seeds or if that's what you're talking about. Otherwise, Plexus sees you as a storefront, and they're basically, in the new algorithm, it's just going to push you down. And so if you've been posting that way and you've noticed, wow, I'm not getting the likes and the comments I used to get, that's probably why. And it might not be for that very post. It might be for the one you did 2 days ago, but it's muffling your progress. So those are just a couple of things you can do to kind of keep things going. And on the vein of that, I wanted to give you some suggestions, other Facebook suggestions. I'm not the Facebook professional or something. I don't think that at all. These are just this is training that I've been doing on my own, just as the algorithm has changed, that I just took it upon myself, both with Instagram and Facebook, to just go and learn, like, what does this stuff mean? Because otherwise I would have just been blindly posting. I want to make sure I knew what I was doing. Make sure, Julie posted about this today, and you guys are really good with this, okay? But make sure you continue to like. Even better than like is the heart, or like even the angry face has more leverage than the little blue, guy. But definitely love on and comment. That's the big thing. Commenting really helps push the proper post up into the news feed. That's how it works. And on Instagram, if you're an Instagram user, comments are gold. Like because comments are so rare on Instagram. Like you could post 5 times and not get a comment. So commenting on your Plexus People's Instagram posts will really help them if you're an Instagrammer. And if you're just getting started with this, focus on one social media platform if you want. So please don't feel pressured to do Instagram or Facebook. I'm just letting you know in case you are both. So that kind of takes care of the, what we're going to be able to say, because you're going to be able to access that success kit digitally on Wednesday, and you're going to be able to purchase it to be mailed to you. And I would recommend you get a physical copy so you've got it there. And then when you're meeting with people, you've got it as a tool too. Like if you were in your community, if there was like an opportunity meeting, or if you had like a living room meeting where you had a few friends over, or if you just were meeting a friend for coffee, or even like this on Zoom, you would have those items that you could share with people. Okay. And it'll be right in your, when you log on and go to your virtual office, it'll be in your library under resources, and it'll just be a digital download that you can get there. And then of course you can order it as well. So I think that takes care of all the Facebooky things. The most important thing that we can all be doing right now is reaching out to people. So I'm going to put that into 2 streams. If you're brand new, I would encourage you, and you know what? I wish I had done this myself. So I'm telling you to do something I've never done before, okay? When I started, I didn't know this. But if I had known this, I might have done this, okay? Get on the phone with your friends before they see it on Facebook if you're at that stage. Get on the phone and say, hey, Sally, guess what? I've just joined this company and I'm so excited about it. This is what it does for people. This is what it did for my friend, Vicky. And I would love to talk to you more about it, to get some time to talk. Can we meet for coffee? Or join me, right? To your 5 friends that that you just love to do that with. So if you're in that situation, I know there are a few of you on the call who are new and just getting started, I would recommend that you do that. You say, you know what? My company that I just enrolled with is kicking it out of the water. They're launching in Canada this week. It's ground floor. Would you be willing to attend a live stream with me? I'll come over to your house, or we can meet, whatever, and watch this live stream together. And if there's an event where you live, then invite them to come to the event with you, even better. But thank you, Barb, for piggybacking on my post on the Plexus info page today and saying, even if you go to a live event, register, because then you'll get the special incentive that's coming out. And I'm assuming we're going to have a link or something that's going to come to our email. So definitely make sure that that whoever you reach out to, they are registering. And it's very simple. It's fast. It's easy. It's free. It's just the email and the phone number, and of course their first and last name, and then they're registered. They just have to name themselves as a guest, which would be anybody who's not affiliated to the company, a customer, or an ambassador like ourselves. Okay, so that's just something to kind of consider. Now, if you aren't new and you've been prospecting and posting for a while, what I would recommend, especially if you have a downline, is to actually reach out to all the people, no matter if they're customers or ambassadors. Reach out to them with a message and let them know that we're having this launch happening this week. Chances are they've been receiving emails anyway, unless they've changed their email, and they are aware that it's happening, but you're caring for them by reaching out and saying, you know what, this is happening this week. I'm very excited about it. It means that Health Canada has approved our products and we're launching into the country. Would love for you to witness this legacy moment with us. So you can attend it on your couch. You can invite them to my house if it's in this geographical area. But please make sure that you're reaching down to those people, and don't be embarrassed to. Like if they're not taking the products, that's okay. Just, it's okay to do it anyway. Like today, I reached out to 2 pages of this, and I sent messages to every single person. If anybody wants copies of those messages, just let me know after and I will send them to, or how about I just put them on the team page? Okay. It's nothing groundbreaking. Some of you have seen it. And it's just like what I just said. It's just very from the heart. So if you got, and you can tweak it, make it what you want, you don't have to use my words. And I really am not one to use scripts, but when it's to that many people, then it's useful. Okay. And it includes the link to register right there and then, and it explains how to do it and how simple it is. So I kept it short and sweet. It's not short, but it's not like a crazy long message or anything like that. Okay, so I'll go back to my notes because I don't want to miss anything. Okay, so the priority then is filling your funnel. So you're going to want to be inviting people to the event on Wednesday. And you know what? If people don't answer your message, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What I would do is I would remind them on Wednesday, hey, listen, I don't know if you saw the message. There's this great thing happening tonight. Just wanted to let you know that it's still a go. You can still register. It's not too late. Would love to see you on there. There's a special incentive for anybody who registers. No strings attached. Don't worry about that. And you can sort of circle back around. That's what I'm going to do with every single one of those people that I sent messages to today. I heard back from probably 10% of them so far. That's pretty good, I think, right? But I'm not going to let the other 90% sort of just sit there. I'm going to make sure I follow up and let them know on Wednesday. So those words hopefully will help you with that piece. How many of you guys were able to watch Krista's live that she did this morning? Did anybody get to see that? Good. Excellent. It's on our team page. It's on Freedom Revolution. I just copied it over here just because the page is a little bit busy and I knew that it might be easier to find. And I know a lot of you are tagged in it. And if you have a downline and you haven't seen it yet, just go ahead and tag your folks in it afterward. But it's got some great nuggets in it. It's a really good video. And she's basically talking about getting our hustle on. Okay. And I think that's the title of the video actually, is really just, if you haven't been, or if you've been scared to, or you're not sure how, that's what we're talking about tonight, is like how to reach out to people. So I've just given you that idea for the live launch about that sort of mini script thing that I'm going to put up after the Zoom. But there are also, like if you're reaching out to somebody because of product or because of the business, there are definitely ways that we go about doing that so that we're not spamming people and so that we're just doing it from the heart and doing it the right way. In terms of products, if there's somebody talking online about their bad headache, that's an invitation for us. If you're in the grocery store line, that's an invitation for us. We all know, probably which one's easier to do. Not the grocery store lineup, probably the messenger or the text or the email, right? Absolutely. Pick me. I'm the same way. But the thing about it is, I want you to think about it this way. I had a conversation with a girl Saturday, that was yesterday, and we had quite a long chat. And she's like a wholesale customer who's considering the business. And she said, you know what my problem is? She said, I feel really bad helping people and then being compensated for it. And I said, you? I said, and I bet you there's lots of people who feel that way. And I said, so if somebody needs something, let's say you have a friend with fibro or you have a friend with IBS, and you know that they're suffering and you reach out to them, you're helping them, but that's your time. And yes, it's a friend, but it's okay to be compensated for that, right? So if you're feeling funny about that, you need to put that aside. You need to put that aside because our compensation plan pays us very richly because of the fact that these products are so incredible and what they're doing for people. Okay. So please don't feel funny about that. And the other thing, of course, is just the fear of all kinds of other things, like the fear of failure, the fear of people not wanting to hear from you and ignoring you, the fear of people unfriending you or blocking you or maybe not wanting to see you in public. So I will tell you that I have definitely had friends, whatever, do that in my life. But I've also had them come back around and become customers. Like I've had them unfriend me and then refriend me. And I've had people ignore me at work for a little while and then come around to just have normal conversations and just be normal friends again, because they realized I was not going to spam them. So I think part and parcel of all of that too, guys, is we also have to realize that if someone is going to unfriend you or unfollow you or block you because you do Plexus, and because for whatever reason it makes them feel whatever way, they may not have been as strong a friend as you may have thought in the first place. And I know that sounds really strong to say, but I've lived that. So, I feel that way. And honestly, I could just kind of bless and release and move on. And it has not happened very much to me. I will tell you right now, I've had a lot of support. So I would just kind of, if you're worried about that and you maybe need, I would call it like a courage moment, then align yourself with somebody that you can like be accountable to, so that you can go, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And they're going, yeah, do it, do it, do it. Align yourself with that person. And that person could be just about, I would think, anybody on this call, and certainly me. And I bet there's people on this call right now who would raise their hands and go, yeah, you can reach out to me and I will help you. So who would do that? Who would be an accountability partner for somebody? Absolutely. We all would. So that's really important to know, because our team is so strong. We have such a great sense of community, and we all support each other in so many ways. Yeah, Angela says, for sure. Yeah, thanks, Angie. So if you're worried about that, if you're worried about reaching out to people, please align yourself with somebody. Ask it on the team page. Ask for support on the team page. Go right on there. People do it all the time. I love that they do that. So let's talk about let's say you're sending a message out to somebody because they've been talking about, a headache situation or something like that. Just be honest with them. Don't sell them the farm. Don't, give them all the information at once. Just let them know that you have aligned yourself with a company that has products that help with this sort of thing, and that you'd love to share more with them. Would they mind if you sent them some information? That's it. And keep the conversation going. Okay? That's the most important thing that you can do right now. If you're reaching out to somebody because you know they'd be amazing at the business and you want to work with them, I would think really hard about who you want to work with, because, and when you watch Krista's video, you're going to understand this better, but the power of 3 in Plexus basically means that you sign up 3 people, and they sign up 3 people, and they sign up 3 people. And 7 levels deep, you get paid for that, no matter how many people you've signed up and no matter how many people they have signed up, 7 levels deep. And I want to tell you that you have an opportunity here to really, really do some great service to your friends and family by reaching out to them about the business. You never know who's looking for what. So please don't be fearful about it. So let me give you an example of me reaching out to somebody who I knew didn't want the business, but I still wanted to talk to them about the business. So I know that sounds strange, but I have a distant cousin who lives in Penticton, BC, and I called her yesterday. We arranged it on Instagram that I was going to give her a call yesterday. I haven't seen her since she was 5 years old. She's 32. And I just saw her recently at a family event this past fall. So when I reached out to her, I said, listen, Rachel, I know that you're not interested in the business, not because she told me that, but because I didn't think she would receive it well. So it was almost like a, I want to intrigue you way. And so I said, I know you're not interested in the business, but you know what? You have such a great network and you live in such a beautiful area, and there's just, it's so well populated. Are people talking about Plexus where you live? So just to start the conversation with somebody, the way that you would do market research for a brick and mortar business, that's kind of what I did. And we had this great conversation. She said, you know what? I have a few friends who I think would be really good at this because they want to stay home with their kids, and, and on and on and on it went. And that was just a phone conversation that took place between the Sugar Woods on the Gorge Road in Moncton and me getting home here in the driveway. And, maybe nothing will come of that. And maybe it'll take a while for something to come of that. But those types of conversations are really valuable. So please don't discount anybody in your network. And if you follow Eric Worre at all, he tells us everybody is somebody you want to talk to, because even if it's not for them, They know somebody in their network, and all of a sudden your network is bigger. Okay. If you're reaching out to a friend, let's say you're reaching out to a friend whom you know would be excellent at this. You're not sure if they're looking for anything at all. You can still do that. So what you want to do is you want to reach out to your friend Mel, and you want to say, hey Mel, listen, I don't know if this is going to be for you or not, but I've come into this great business opportunity. Eric Worre, Worre. But I really want to share this with you because I think it would be a good fit for you. And you know what? If it's not, no worries. Please don't worry about it. But do you have 10 to 15 minutes to chat with me about it? Because I'd love to share it with you. And that is how you reach out to somebody about the business. You don't have to tell them that if you have 5 customers, you're going to make this. And you don't want to get into that yet. As a matter of fact, Vicki and I, we have a 3-way call here with somebody in a little bit. And we had part 1 of that 3-way call the other night where it was just 10 minutes. This is what the opportunity is. We made the appointment to talk about the comp plan for the next meeting. Okay. Notice that I'm coaching Vicki through that. And there's other people on this call tonight who've coached in 3-way calls as well. So you're not alone, but the initial reach out, that's all you need to do. Then you go back to your sponsor and go, my friend Mel wants to meet. She wants to talk about this. I'm so excited. What do I do? Right. And that's where you go to your sponsor, and your sponsor is going to be like, let's go, let's do this together. Right. And your sponsor is going to help you through that, whether it's a 3-way call that you're going to do, or whether it's a 3-way chat. I always recommend this, getting in front of people. It is so valuable. Okay. So definitely make sure that, I'm just going to mute somebody here. There we go. So just make sure that you're ready to go and you're pumped up. And if you forget what words I've used, I'm going to pop them up on the team page again with the other script for the live event. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put that as a document instead of as a post so that you can access it whenever you want in the files section. All right. So, right. So, and then I know I mentioned this earlier, but if you've got downline, and it doesn't they don't have to be your level 1s, guys. So for example, if you've got someone in your level 1 who's not doing anything, and somebody in your level 2, like they're not even ordering maybe, in your level 2, no, but they've got people under them, reach down. Don't wait. Yeah, definitely reach down. So the best excuse to prospect is when you have something to talk about. This launch is huge. This is the biggest thing we've ever had to talk about. Biggest. It's bigger than a 25% discount. It's bigger than a free enrollment fee. It's bigger than free shipping. It's big. It is monumental. And it truly, I use the words legacy moment in my script, and it's because it truly, truly is. So what I would invite you guys to do is just get as many people as possible on that live stream Wednesday. And moving forward, I want to talk about April. I'm just getting my April here. In April, we have an opportunity to do big things as well. And there are live venues all over Canada. The one closest to us geographically is Fredericton, here in New Brunswick, but they're all over Canada. If you bring a person to the live event, they automatically get a 7-day trial of Slim and a free membership fee that can be used for the next 30 days. Imagine if you got 10 people out. That's 10 new team members. 10 new team members. So for Wednesday night, there's a special incentive that everybody gets. And for April 28th in Fredericton, but April all over Canada. So we all know people all over Canada. Those people that we bring to those events who register and show up, they get a free 7-day trial and they get a free membership fee. And if you bring 2 people, you get 3 membership fees. So one of them is for you to use extra. Okay. So I would strongly encourage you guys, now is the time to start inviting. The girl that I have coming on April 28th so far, I've been talking to that girl for a long time. And it was the thing I needed. That's why I say this is the biggest thing. This is amazing. So I'd like to open up the call. We have about 2 minutes. I'd like to open up the call to see if anybody has any questions or any comments they want to make.
Tanya,
Mm-hmm.
I just want to comment and reiterate to something you said about a customer becoming, or a wholesale ambassador becoming a business person. I help people every day in my job as a nurse. Could I do that? Would I do that free? No, I get paid every day to go and do my job to help people. That's what my life is. That's what I chose to do. And I continue to do it on the side as a side gig. And there's so many people in my work every day that I wish I could say, you need Plexus. I can help you. Here's some Plexus. I can't do that in my job, but I can do it on my side gig.
Yeah. Thanks, Barb. Thank you.
Tanya, there was a question in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Will the weekly opportunities Zooms be started up again? My gut reaction is that probably not initially, because we're all kind of rebounding from all this excitement. People, we're going to have a lot of, if you're really putting out the messages like Tanya's suggesting, and that many of us have been working at, we're going to have a lot to do in these first couple of weeks to do that. And but again, I also think that Tanya and I would say, if you get somebody who's interested, getting them on the 3-way chat, or better yet, the 3-way call, is really the way to hook them. It's even more effective than those opportunity meetings. But
yeah. Thanks, Julie. And in terms of more events, I think what you're going to find is those of you who've been with us for a while, we used to have physical events all the time. So I used to present twice a week on Plexus in the world, the physical world, not the virtual world this way. Then we moved, due to compliance, sort of off the grid, the physical grid, and onto the virtual one. And I think you're going to find that it's going to be a balance of both. But in terms of like weekly opportunity meetings, I think what we're going to see is a variety of different ways of attracting a variety of different people. And we're going to find out more from the larger team what that's going to look like. I think it's kind of futile for our team to do a 7-day challenge and someone else's team to do a 7-day challenge and someone else's team to do like a Plexus happy hour, right? All at the same time. So I think, we're going to be looking at a calendar that's going to have events on it and that we can plug people into. Yeah. Great questions. Did I miss anything else in the chat?
No.
Okay, thanks.
I have another question.
Sure.
So you had said for the live launches, guests that come will get the free enrollment fee. But you had said, if you have 2 people enrolled, you'll get 3. If you have multiple people, if you have more than 2, do they all get a free enrollment, or do you just have 3 to give for however many people you had?
Well, every single person who enrolls gets a free enrollment.
Okay, so it's not up to a certain number.
I think Julie was going to answer that, but she's frozen. Oh, there she is.
Well, no, I froze because I don't want to disagree with you, but I'm kind of going to disagree with you.
Oh, okay.
So guests are going to get the 7-day trial. Current ambassadors who have guests that are registered under them, my understanding is, are going to get incentive codes for free signups.
Right.
So Melanie, I just want to make sure that you don't understand, like if I arrive as a guest and get my 7-day trial, I also get a free sign up. It's not that. It's that existing ambassadors. So if I take Joey and Chandler, I am going to receive 3 incentive codes in my email. And I may choose to give them to Joey and Chandler, but maybe Chandler decided he's not going to do that. So I might give it to Ross instead. Like they're going to be for me to dole out to my potentials.
Right.
That's my understanding.
Thank you.
So if you have if you have more than 2 register for the live event and attend the live event, will it still be 3 free enrollments that you as the ambassador receive?
I'm not clear, but I think the more guests we have, my understanding is the more incentive codes we'll have.
But every guest does get a 7-day trial. It doesn't matter how many.
Okay.
Each person gets a 7-day trial. Yeah. Thank you.
Right.
I should have been more clear about that.
That's for guests that register under your ambassador number, whether they're at the same event that you're going to be at or not.
That's my understanding, yes. And that's
that's
how
my understanding as well.
They track it from the ambassador ID.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
I don't have a question, Tanya, but in the chat there was a question just saying, should they invite people to the launch on Wednesday, the live stream, or wait until it's the actual launch? But I think that was the question. Yeah.
Both. Like, okay, so the girl that's coming with me on April 28th in Fredericton, she's coming on Wednesday as well. And that just whets their appetite, right? I say both. But I mean, if you don't get somebody to Wednesday, still invite after Wednesday to the April 28th event, because maybe you're not going to get answers out of people, right? Then you can use the April 28th as the next touchdown or the next follow-up.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay, so my end of the bargain is I'm going to post any scriptage, and if anybody else has some and they would let, you guys can all add files to the team page if you want, and then one of our admin will just approve it. So if you have scripts that you like, please add them. And speaking of that, if you come across information that you think would be great for the team, videos or things that you wish to share that you're learning on your journey, because we're all sort of learning. I mean, we're all running independent businesses, but we are a community. So if you come across things, please post them. And that would be great. Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, I got to run because I have a 3-way chat with Vicky. So you guys have a great night. Thank you so much. And I'll pop this up on the team page for your downloads. Okay. Take care.